Ted, thank you for today.
No problem. How are you feeling?
The medicine from the hospital seems to have worked perfectly. Thank you so much. And the egg soup was delicious.
If you're feeling better, it was worth it. You went to bed after the meds kicked in, right? I was hoping you had a bit of an appetite when you woke up.
I woke up and smelled something good. It made me hungry.
Oh yeah? Well, that's good. You always keep the kitchen clean. I wasn't sure if I should use it without permission.
Not at all. It was spotless.
It's my special egg soup. I'm sure you'll feel better tomorrow.
Thank you so much. It's such a relief to know that you're there for me when I'm sick.
Emily?
We only had a father, right? Your father was kind, of course. But there were times when I really felt sorry for him.
I see. Emily?
What?
From now on, I'll always be there for you. If you have a hard time or want me to do something, please don't hesitate to ask for help. I'll do my best.
Thank you.
We're getting married soon. You can count on me.
Hey, where are you now?
Huh? Why do you want to know?
I made dinner. It's already cold.
I met a friend on the way home, so I'm having a drink.
What? What's that?
What's your problem?
I don't mind you going out for a drink, but please call me and let me know. I've told you 100 times already. Tell me when you're not going to have dinner at home.
I couldn't help it. We bumped into each other and went straight to a bar.
But you could have just called me.
I'm letting you know right now.
What time did you see your friend?
On my way home from work. I think it was before 6 p.m.
Right? You called me and told me you were leaving your office. That's why I took a bath and prepared dinner for you.
That's normal for a wife, right? It's kind of lame to call a wife every time, isn't it?
Huh? I've been waiting for you for a long time, and I was worried that something might have happened.
Well, you're right. It's like you're living off of me. Well, I'm fine as usual, so I guess it's all good, right?
Why are you talking like that? I was worried because you're an important person.
Okay. I'll see you later. Don't you think I'm pretty awesome for learning all this? Plus, I'm being thoughtful.
What? What are you talking about?
When something happens, I'll let you know ahead of time.
Oh, that.
My subordinates, or rather my juniors, are coming to visit me.
Who's coming? The same guy from last time?
Some are the same, but some are new.
What? How many are coming?
About 5. Some of them are young high school graduates, so I need to feed them. You're the one who's always talking about saving money, aren't you?
We were just talking about the high cost of living. I mean, if you bring them and give them a big dinner, it's the same thing.
What? I'm just trying to do what you told me to do here, but you're acting weird.
So when are they coming over? Tomorrow?
Today.
What? Today?
What's so funny?
We talked about calling earlier, right?
So? It's still snack time. It's not a last-minute call. It'll be around 7 p.m. by the time we all get home.
I can't get ready if you tell me a few hours before. I'm already back from shopping, so just say no for today.
Why don't you just go shopping again?
I have my own schedule. I don't have time for that.
You're only working part-time. What's your problem? Just do it. I already told them to come over tonight.
I'm sorry, but I really can't do it today.
What? Why?
I'm having menstrual cramps. I'm in no condition to make such big dinner. So please, reschedule.
I'm not asking you to pour me a drink or anything. I'm not happy to be served by an old lady. You can go back to bed after you're done preparing.
You always say that. But you always call me to do something, like go out to buy more drinks and snacks.
I told you that you don't have to do that today. Just get the food ready.
I really beg you, not today. It's too hard for me to cook dinner.
Shut up! I don't care how you're feeling. Who do you think pays the rent? I'm the man of the family, so do as I tell you.
Put yourself in my shoes. Wouldn't you feel bad if I invited my friends over when you weren't feeling well? Wouldn't you want to relax at home?
I wouldn't let your friends in my house. What are you talking about?
That's not what I meant.
If you've got time to argue, just go shopping. If you refuse, I won't give you next month's living expenses.
Why would you do that? Am I saying something strange?
First of all, it's impossible for you to argue with me. Don't get cocky with me when I'm the one who feeds you. I'm the one who makes your living.
I support myself by working part-time.
Don't think you're working just because you work part-time. It's a different kind of responsibility. Just make sure you're ready for the party. Don't make me look bad.
All right, but I'm not leaving the bedroom. And don't make too much noise.
Okay. Still, you're not a very pretty wife, are you? Anyway, make something stylish instead of ordinary dinner. You should think about what you're going to make.
You really should go to a restaurant.
You're so persistent. Oh, lots of meat, all right? Don't be stingy with the meat price. Think about my position at work.
Ted, I need to talk to you.
What the hell? I'm busy on my lunch break.
Why are you busy on your lunch break?
I don't have time to talk to you. Can I go grab a smoke now?
I see. I thought I'd let you know since you're self-conscious.
Now you got my attention since you put it that way. What is it?
Oh, I thought you didn't have time to talk to me.
Shut up. Hurry up and tell me.
Do you remember when you yelled at me for the first time since you moved here?
Huh? You mean when I yelled at you or when I scolded you?
You yelled at me. I'm not a child, you know.
I scolded you because I was warning you about what you could do.
When you get emotional, it's called scolding.
Is that so?
You made a fuss saying my cooking was tasteless. You made loud noises and hit things around you and went wild, didn't you? Molly heard that noise.
What do you mean she heard it?
She thought you were doing something to me. She was worried.
That old hag has a lot of free time on her hands.
Her daughter recently got divorced and came back because her husband was a bit of a hard man to deal with.
What is she? Some kind of delusional woman with a mental breakdown?
I told her my parents aren't around, so she's worried about me. Of course, I told her that there's nothing to worry about just in case.
What do you mean, just in case? You should have told her you were useless. It's not nice to eavesdrop on your neighbor's house in the first place. She's an annoying neighbor.
She wasn't eavesdropping. She heard the noises and voices because they were so loud. Ted, do you know how loud you are when you're angry? You really need to stop yelling and hitting things. I was so embarrassed.
Then you should have made something up as you went along. Who is the one who is making me angry? You said you weren't going to cook again, so I scolded you.
It's because you asked me to remake it because you weren't in the mood for the dish. I'm the one who thinks about nutrition and the menu.
I'm tired from working every day. It's your job to understand my feelings. It's been a year since we got married, and you still don't understand me at all. How can I eat Chinese food when I'm tired?
Then tell me before I make dinner. I'm asking you what you want to eat, right? You told me yesterday that anything would be fine.
Moods change, don't they? I felt like I could eat anything when you asked me.
Hey, Ted. I really appreciate you working every day.
Really? Your attitude is so bad, I can't feel any gratitude or respect from you.
Respect? I think you need to do something about that kind of mood swings a little. Raising your voice, hitting things. It's not very nice, is it?
It's your fault because you irritate me. You're the reason I'm like this. You're the one who needs to do something about it.
Is it my fault?
Of course it's your fault. You only work part-time, and your housework is half-hearted. You're not much of a cook or cleaner. How can you act like that toward me?
Do I have to live my whole life trying to make you happy? Don't I deserve more than that?
What are you talking about? A wife's role is to support her husband. You don't understand the root of the problem. My mother knew everything about my father. She would anticipate everything he wanted her to do.
I see.
Housewives today, they're a little too picky. They can't help their husbands with their work, but they insist on sharing the housework and childcare. All they think about is making themselves comfortable. You can't live without your husband. I bet the old lady next door is the same way. She's probably just worried about our house because she has her husband working and she's not busy.
Don't call her an old lady. She always gives me something to share. She's a really kind person. It's thanks to her that I got used to this community so quickly.
You're the one who said she's eavesdropping on us. That's the reason I look at her differently now. See? It's your fault after all.
Everything is my fault, isn't it?
You went out of your way to irritate me, didn't you?
That's enough. I won't say anything from now on.
Huh? What's with that tone?
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Now you're upset? Don't get too carried away, Emily. If you're acting like that, I'll think things over.
Think what?
The future with you. I'm getting tired of your arguments every time. If you keep this going, I don't know how long we can stay together, right?
Well, I get it.
I'm working hard to keep you fed. I'm trying to feed you, so try to act with a little more gratitude. Maybe then you won't make me mad. I don't want to yell at you either.
I don't want to live my life complaining either.
Then act more like a wife. A wife is only valuable if she supports her husband.
Hey, where are you? I got a strange letter.
Huh? Where am I? I just went to the supermarket for a few minutes and now you're complaining?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just wanted to check on you as soon as possible. It says, demand letter. And the amount is huge. It's in your name. What's this about?
What? How much is it?
What? You mean there's more than one? This one says $12,000.
Oh, that's it.
What do you mean? Then this is not a scam or something. You really owe money?
No. It's in my name, right? Then yes, I do. Can't you even understand that?
Huh? Why are you being so high and mighty? I'm just surprised. I didn't know you have debt.
Oh, well, there are things even married couples don't know about.
Why are you talking like it's someone else's problem? And the amount of money is ridiculous, isn't it?
Is it? I was told it was the market price.
Market price for what? Explain it to me properly.
It doesn't matter what I spent it on. You have to pay back what you borrowed.
That's right. You borrow something, you have to pay it back, right? But if there's a secret between us, you shouldn't keep hiding it from me.
You saw it on your own.
So you have a plan to pay it back? I don't have to get involved, right? Since you borrowed money without telling me, you don't expect me to pay back from the family budget, do you?
No, the family finances are mostly my own money, so why not?
Then explain to me why you spent $12,000. Did you want something? But you didn't buy anything expensive, did you?
I needed it anyway.
So why?
Shut up! I needed money and that's the end of it.
It's not the end. What are you going to do? There's no way I can pay back $12,000 all of a sudden. And the repayment is due in a week, right? Why didn't you tell me something this important all along?
There are a lot of circumstances.
That's why I'm asking you to tell me what's going on.
If you want to know what's going on, pay the debt back first.
Huh? Am I going to use our common property without knowing the reason?
You're in charge of the money. You make a good living and you have savings, right?
Even if I save money, who is spending that savings? Every month when you don't have enough allowance, you withdraw money on your own. In such a situation, there's no way to save money. You can't just suddenly come up with $12,000.
It's your lack of management. Don't blame me.
Everything is my fault, isn't it?
That's right. You should ask your parents for help. You're their only daughter. If you were in trouble, they'd pay it out.
My parents would pay out? If it's a debt you made, shouldn't you talk to your parents?
My father would never lend me money, even between family members. So it's useless to talk to him about it. I mean, it's your fault that we don't have any savings, right? And your parents must have some money saved, right?
I don't get it. I can't even try to convince them, can I? I can't even explain to them why you borrowed the money. I don't think they would lend me $12,000.
You can make it happen somehow. You can make up any story you want. So please, take care of it.
Wait a minute. Aren't you going to do anything? It was you who made the debt, wasn't it?
We're a couple now, so it's not about whose debt it is. Anyway, you're the one who has to come up with the $12,000 to pay off the debt.
I really can't believe it. I can't do it.
If you can't pay it, I'll divorce you.
Huh?
If that's going to happen, you're going to collect the money, right? You've got 1 week left, so do something. I'll show you how serious I am, so go get the divorce papers tomorrow.
What?
Put them on the table. I'll sign the papers and put them in the living room. It'll give you a sense of urgency, won't it? If you don't want to get dumped, go get the money. Hey, what's going on in the house? Some of the furniture is gone. Your stuff is gone too.
Well, you're back early. I guess even you were concerned about the repayment date. I don't have anything to do with you anymore. I don't want you to feel free to contact me or anything.
What the hell? What do you mean? What's with the way you talk? I told you to have $12,000 ready by today. Where's the money?
I don't have it.
Huh? Why don't you have it? Do you want to get divorced?
What are you talking about? We got divorced yesterday, you piece of crap.
Huh? Divorced?
I told you yesterday, didn't I? I told you I couldn't pay for it. Then you got mad and told me to do whatever it takes. Before you went to work, you were screaming that you were going to divorce me. So I filed the divorce papers.
Wait, no. Divorce is only if you can't come up with the money by today.
I can't come up with the money, so I filed the divorce papers. That's what you promised, right? I just went along with it.
Take it back.
What?
Go to the city hall and tell them it was a mistake.
That's impossible. It's already been accepted.
What the hell are you doing? I was supposed to file for divorce.
I don't know anything about that. It doesn't matter who filed the papers. The divorce is final.
You wanted to divorce me? I thought we got married with the intention of spending the rest of our lives together.
When we got married, I was ready to spend the rest of my life with you. But that changed during our marriage. At first, I thought we could live our lives respecting each other. Instead, you became more and more like a scumbag. You thought you were the best one for working and housework is a woman's job, and that I should do everything according to you. I can't spend the rest of my life with someone like that.
People change after they get married, you know? Wife and husband each have their own roles.
Even if we have roles, I can't have a relationship with someone who doesn't respect each other. That's what I learned in my marriage with you. Thank you for everything. To be honest, I don't really have much to thank you for. I've realized some important things.
I was working hard for you, remember?
Even so, what you did and said was too harsh. Whenever you didn't like something, you would yell and go wild. You were always talking down to me, too. I was tired of it all. In the end, I had to pay off a debt that I didn't even know was there. It's really all too selfish.
Even the debt I took out was for you.
You didn't do anything for me.
The guy told me about the investment. He told me that if I did well, I could make 10 times what I owed. So I took out a loan.
Oh, really? But I didn't ask you to invest. I don't want you to say you're doing this for me without telling me. And if you can't pay back your debt, you failed, didn't you?
I got cheated. It was a scam.
You're an idiot.
Are you still divorcing me even after hearing this story? I thought it would be easier for you if I made more money. I did all this for you and for our life together.
We are already divorced. And if you were going to make it easier for me, I wish you could have helped me with one of my chores. You're the guy who made me prepare meals even when I wasn't feeling well.
I'm a klutz.
No, you're not. Before we got married, you were normally very considerate. You just had to reveal who you really are, right?
Emily, where are you now? I really need you to get the money ready by today.
I don't know. I'm a stranger already divorced. Ask your parents to do it for you.
My father is not the one who would lend me money. Emily, please. Somehow I need to borrow money from your parents. I'll pay them back every month.
I won't let my parents pay back your debt. Why are you being so naive? You made your own decision and got cheated, but you're so brazen. I'm not going to help a man who can't do anything without me but talk.
I'm sorry, Emily. It's my fault. I'll put the divorce on hold for now. I'm begging you. Just get me the money somehow.
How long are you going to keep talking nonsense? I'm already divorced and you're a stranger to me. Don't depend on me only when you are in trouble. You're the one who said you would divorce me if I couldn't come up with the money. Will you accept the fact that we are strangers now? In fact, Ted's debt had already passed the due date. Therefore, this time the rights were handed over to a collection agency. And unlike the last time, a good number of people came to collect the debt. As a result, he was ambushed not only at home, but also outside his office and forced to repay the debt. Ted was defeated by the force and managed to repay the debt by crying to his parents. However, Ted was afraid that he might still be followed. He became afraid to go outside the apartment. When he could no longer go to work, he had no choice but to quit and foolishly thought of starting his own business. But there was no way he could make money that easily, and soon he was in debt again. He was last seen in front of the apartment where he lived alone, surrounded by tough-looking people. His parents received a notice from him, apologizing and saying that he was going to vacate the apartment and be gone for a while. I was hired as a full-time employee at the company where I used to work part-time. It's been a while since I've had a full-time job, and I'm exhausted every day. But the fact that I don't have to do all the housework for one person and don't have the mental stress is a big plus. I am living a fulfilling life without the mental stress. I have had enough of marriage. I'm not saying that I am fed up with marriage, but until I find a partner who respects me and respects each other, I will continue to work hard and do my best until I find a partner who respects both of us.